Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Big One Gaming here. Welcome back to episode number 113 of Winning a National Title with every team in the game. If you guys missed any of the episodes, up in the right-hand corner will be a playlist from episode 1 to 113. If you guys are unable to watch those videos, I completely understand. Down in the description below will be a record of every team that we have done so far, and their season they eventually won a national championship. Obviously, new episode means new team, which means we get a wheel spin. But if you guys do want to bypass the wheel, write a comment down below. Any of these 21 teams that remain, I guess 20 after this episode. No, yeah, 21 I think is after this episode or so, or something like that. I think there's like 134, so yeah. But any one of these teams besides this team right here that we're going to get, and we are going... It's like round the line. Going to Louisiana Tech. Going to Louisiana here. So let's see what... Nope, that's not the settings I needed. I just need to advance the season. Or advance there. Louisiana Tech, I believe they are not in the American. Are they in Conference USA? They are. They are a 78 overall team. One of the better teams in the Conference USA as well. But they are only a 1.5-star school. We are a tactician head coach. And they have not been good the last couple of years, ever since 2019. But we'll hopefully win more than 4 games. That was our contract goal. Hopefully is the key word. And we'll, of course, check out the coaching abilities for everybody. And, of course, the roster. We do have motivator as well. Mostly for the offense, which is good. We just need to upgrade the running backs for the boost. Tactician as well, same thing. And then we have architect, and it's mostly the skill caps for everything for the offense. That's good. Our offensive coordinator has scouting wise for everything on offense, and scheme guru for the offense. Our defensive coordinator will probably be fired. We're just going to let him go. We're going to need recruiting there at some point. Let's check out the roster, though, here with Louisiana Tech. We do have an 87 left guard and an 82 center that will be leaving us after this season. Quarterback's a 74 and a 73. We got a couple freshmen behind them, so hopefully we'll be pretty good after that. Halfback, probably need speed. Wide receivers desperately need speed, besides these two guys right here, but they're buried in the depth chart. Tight ends are okay. We're losing our best one, but we got a couple sophomores that are almost equal to them. Going to be taken over. Offensive line needs depth, besides left guard and center, which we just pretty much need new players anyways. Defensive ends just need depth. Same thing with defensive line. Linebackers desperately need, especially left outside linebacker. Middle linebacker we're good for now. We're going to need somebody, though, probably later on. Corners desperately need speed. Safeties need speed. And we do not need a kicker or a punter, so we're good there. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get everything set up, and I'll see everyone at the end of Season 1 here with Louisiana Tech. So here we are at the end of season number 1 here with Louisiana Tech. We go 3-9 on the season. Kind of expected that, to be honest with you. But we beat FCS, then we lost to NC State, beat Tulsa, then we lost 6 in a row, and then we ended up breaking it against a West Kentucky team, and then we lost Arkansas and Kennesaw State to end the season. So 3-9 is obviously not very good. We are going to, I think it was our defensive coordinator. Yeah, it is. Wait, hold on. It showed that for myself. Yes, it is. Okay. We are going to fire our defensive coordinator, and we're going to get a better one, hopefully, for next season. But yeah, and it was not a great season for us, unfortunately. We're probably going to have some people want to transfer out, but Will Howard wins the Heisman Trophy, 3,200 yards, 30 touchdowns to 5 interceptions on the season. And yeah, so season 1, we're not going to have any bowl games, but we are going to try to find a better defensive coordinator. He's not bad. He is the head coach, though. He probably won't want to leave. Nope, that's the same exact guy as last time. What is happening? I guess we're going to try to hire Kerry Maines here, and hopefully... Apparently, UNLV is trying to go all in for him, literally offering every single position available. Head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. That's kind of insane. It'd be very funny if we somehow steal him. Just saying. But I think we only got one player that wants to transfer out, and we got him. That's kind of insane. But yeah, he does have motivator for the offense. And I can't look at him right now. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. We'll look at him at the end of the season if I remember. But let's go ahead and submit to in-season recap here and see how far everything goes down wise with everything. I think we only have one person as of right now wanting to transfer out, and now we have like 17. Conference prestige went up, but coach stability goes down. Coach prestige goes way down, and pro potential goes down. So, yeah, not fun when we need like 20 guys anyways to be in Season 1, but to be signed. Utah beats Miami 28-24 in Season 1 with Liberty, Utah, Ohio State, Miami, and Georgia as the automatic qualifiers, with Notre Dame, Wisconsin, Alabama, NC State, Oklahoma, and Virginia Tech, Oregon as the at-large bids. So that's going to end Season number 1. Is on to Season number 2 here, Louisiana Tech. And here we are in Season 2 here with Louisiana Tech. We go 6-6 on the season, a lot better season here in Season 2. We ended up losing to LSU, beat Southern Miss, lost to Tulsa, then won back-to-back against West Kentucky and Sam Houston, lost back-to-back against UConn, Jacksonville State. You kind of get where we go here. Win, win, loss, loss, win in the season and go 6-6. So we will we'll gladly take it, and we don't have to fire any coordinators or anything here in year number 2. Just hopefully that no one decides to steal our coordinators, because I believe they are actually pretty decent. So all we now need to do is just develop from here on out. We are an 81 overall, so a lot better than Season 1. Dante Moore wins the Heisman Trophy, 3,600 yards, 38 touchdowns to 4 interceptions on the season. And we'll be taking on Utah State in the New Mexico Bowl. We actually make a bowl game here in Season 2. So we will gladly take it. I don't think we're going to win, so we are going to go 6-7 on the season. But at least it's a lot better than last year. That's for sure. Just gotta hope. But all in all, we do win. Wow. Coach prestige goes up to a C. Coach stability goes up to a B. So we're back to a 1.5-star school. And we only got about 6 or so players that want to transfer out. But Oregon defeats Troy in Season 2. Wow, Troy did a pretty good season here, huh? 40-35, and Troy beat Virginia Tech and Stanford to get to the national title game. But Arizona, Jacksonville State, Oregon, Troy, and Georgia were the automatic qualifiers, with Ohio State, Clemson, USC, Boston College, Virginia Tech, and Wisconsin, Stanford as the at-large bids. But that is going to end Season number 2. It is on to Season number 3 here with Louisiana Tech. And here we are in Season number 3 here with Louisiana Tech. We go 8-4. Another solid season here with Louisiana Tech after the first one, and then a 500 season. Now we're an 8-4 seasons. We beat Kent State to start the year, lost to Southern Miss, beat Louisiana and FCS, lost to UTEP, beat Middle Tennessee, lost to Liberty and Western Kentucky, but then won the last 4, Sam Houston and New Mexico State, by the same score. That's kind of weird. But Jacksonville State and Kennesaw State were both wins as well to go 8-4. So pretty solid. I think we're just waiting on a couple, just pretty much developing our players. And then hopefully we can be even better next season. Because right now we're an 84. Coach prestige will probably improve as well. So that will be pretty nice. But of course we get the Week 16, so we have to advance one more time. We did not make the Conference USA Championship as well. For some reason, Penn State's going after a 3-star lineman. Who knows why? But Gunnar Stockton wins the Heisman Trophy. 40 and 40 passing yards, 36 touchdowns, 6 interceptions on the season. And we'll be taking on UConn in the New Orleans Bowl. So we don't have to go very far here with Louisiana Tech. So let's just go ahead and simulate to the in-season recap here and see who eventually wins the national championship here in Season 3. Louisiana Tech so far done pretty good. We're just waiting on the next development cycle to go through wise, and hopefully the players can be even better for next season. We do win. We're actually 9-4. Conference prestige goes down, but coach stability and coach prestige both improve. But we still got 4 people wanting to transfer out due to playing style. We are now a 2-star prestige, so we've gone up from 1.5 to a 2. And Georgia ends up winning it all here in Season 3, 31-21, with UAB, Washington, Georgia, Clemson, and Colorado as the automatic qualifiers, with Illinois, Stanford, Tennessee, Texas, Ohio State, and Pitt, Arizona as the at-large bids. So that's going to end Season 3. It's on Season 4 here with Louisiana Tech. And here we are in Season 4 here with Louisiana Tech. We go 9-3, the same as FIU. But we're going to make it the CUSA Championship for the first time here with Louisiana Tech. And going 9-3 is pretty solid, especially as an 85. We beat FCS. We lost to Arizona. I believe they were ranked at the time. But then we won 5 in a row. Kansas, South Alabama, Western Kentucky, Sam Houston, Jacksonville State. Before losing to New Mexico State. We beat Middle Tennessee, Kennesaw State, and UTEP before losing to this FIU team earlier on. I think 2 weeks ago, pretty much. Hopefully we can get our revenge and get a win. And if we do, we're probably going to be at least ranked, but we have to win first. And we do not. We are 9-4. Championship contender goes down, but brand exposure goes up to a C-. So at least we have that to look forward to, I guess. But that is about it. We'll go ahead and advance the week to see which bowl game we get after going 9-4. On the season, which again is still pretty good here for this Louisiana Tech team. Sellers wins the Heisman Trophy for Clemson, 3,600 yards, 40 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. And we'll be taking on Boise State in the New Mexico Bowl. So it's not a far drive for Boise State, but it is a pretty far drive for us. So we'll go ahead and simulate to the in-season recap here, and hopefully we can go have a 10-win season at least, if we can get a win here. Highly not expecting it, though. I'm expecting 9-5 season, but still, that's still a good season. It's over 500. But you never know, and we actually did win. We are 10-4. We're now with 3-star prestige as well, with pro potential going up to a B, conference prestige up to a C+, coach stability and coach prestige up to an A and A+, respectively, as well. So, we'll take it. But in Season 4, Clemson defeats Alabama 27-17 with USF, Utah, Clemson, Oregon, and Alabama as the automatic qualifiers, with Georgia, Arkansas, Colorado, Maryland, Washington, and Michigan, Pitt as the at-large bids. But that's going to end Season number 4. It is on Season 5 here with Louisiana Tech. And here we are in Season number 5 here with Louisiana Tech. We go 11-1 here on the season. A very nice season indeed with Louisiana Tech. We started out winning our first 4 games before losing our only game to Middle Tennessee. And we won the rest. So we get another game against Jacksonville State, who we beat 42-14 in our last game against them. It just depends on this simulation here. We won the first one. Can we win the second one and go to the college football playoff here with Louisiana Tech? We did lose 2 of the 4 stars that we were going after. But we are 12-1, so we do win. Program tradition goes up to a B, so we will take it. We had some very good sim logic here. We are CUSA champions here at Louisiana Tech. Obviously, we're going to get the Player of the Week awards. Well, I guess we only got one. Not even the Offensive Player of the Week. That's a little unfortunate. But all in all, 3-star school, 85 overall, 87 offense. We were like an 87, so we went way down. Cleveland wins the Heisman Trophy, 79 catches, 1,100 yards, 12 touchdowns for the wide receiver. And we get a bye going in the college football playoff. It is UNLV, Louisiana Tech, Florida, Kansas State, Wisconsin as the automatic qualifiers, with Oregon, Kentucky, Cincinnati, Ohio State, Notre Dame, and Arkansas, Georgia as the at-large bids. So, unfortunately, we're probably going to get Oregon here in the second round, which is not very good, at least for us-wise. So Oregon, again, is a very good team, and we'll be playing Oregon in the quarterfinals. They're ranked 2 for a reason. Ohio State moved on, Georgia moved on, and Kentucky moved on. So hopefully we can win this one here against Oregon and go on to the semifinal game for the first time. So let's get started here against 11-2 Oregon. And they're an 89 overall team. We are an 85, but I don't know why we're an 85, because I know we have a couple 90 overalls, I'm pretty sure, in this season. So at least, if not, we have a bunch of 89s. But all in all, we'll have to see how it does play out. But we're starting on defense first. And the defense gets a stop. The offense gets a field goal. So we take a 3-0 lead after quarter number 1. And in the second quarter, we turn it over, and Oregon immediately gets a touchdown, and another one, too, after we get a touchdown and a field goal to be down only by 1 at the half. So turnovers are huge, but we get a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to take a lead by 7 going in the fourth quarter. Unfortunately, we do get stopped on 4th down, and Oregon's got a chance to tie, but we get a big turnover. If we can get a field goal, we do. We're up 10 points with 4 minutes to go, and we get a stop on defense. A touchdown would have been huge, but a field goal is still good. Because now there's 2 minutes to go here in the game, and Oregon is going to lose it. Louisiana Tech is moving on with a 27-14 victory. We had a chance to put them away, and we don't allow a second half point, which is insane. But we'll take it. We're moving on to the semifinals here with Louisiana Tech. So, hopefully, we can get a win and move on to the national championship. We just signed a 4-star quarterback. I think we was the only one that we gave him an offer to. So, all in all, that's pretty good. Obviously, we're going to get the Player of the Week awards. 8 catches, 77 yards, but no touchdowns. I guess he had to have a rushing touchdown or so. But we'll be taking on Kentucky in the Fiesta Bowl. So they ended up beating Florida. It'll be Georgia or Ohio State meeting the winner of this game between Louisiana Tech and Kentucky in the national championship game. We're the only team with a bye that won. So that's nice. But all in all, it's going to be another tough game, though. But let's get started here against 11-3 Kentucky. And they're in 81, so we have the overall advantage. Granted, it could bug. And Florida's way better probably than an 81 right now. So it all depends on that. We just got to find a way to get a win. We're starting on defense first here in this one. And the defense gets a stop, but so does Kentucky's, and they get short field, and they're up 6-0 after quarter number 1. Still nothing doing from our offense till now. We get a touchdown and then a turnover and another touchdown to take a 14-6 lead at the half. We start with the football, but unfortunately we don't do anything with it, and it's 14-6 here going in the fourth. We get a big first down and another one. And Kentucky's one of the teams we have not used yet as well in this series. And we go up 11 points, so they need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal to tie the game. There's the touchdown, the 2-point conversion. 4th and 1, and we punt the football away with under a minute to go. That's going to do it. Louisiana Tech is moving on to the national championship game with a 17-14 win over Kentucky. I do want to take a look at this team because it said they're an 81 overall. I don't think, they have a 90 quarterback. I mean, granted, their rushing-wise does not look good. Their freshman is a 76 overall starter. I mean, 84, 86, 87, 81 tight end, 82. I mean, the running back cannot be holding this team back. Their O-line, 83, 84, 82, 85. This team is definitely not an 81. There's no way. Their defense is a little suspect, but linebacker 88. There's no way this team was an 81. So again, it's bugged, but hey, we get a win and we move on to the national championship game here with Louisiana Tech here in season 5. So we're getting very good sim logic here, and hopefully we can have one more when we get to the national championship game against, here in a couple seconds. Obviously, we're going to get the Player of the Week awards after this week. And one more. And it will be Ohio State in the national championship game. They defeated Georgia here in season 5 with a 38-24 win, a 31-10 over Kansas State, and a 30-24 over Notre Dame to get here to this point here for the national title. So let's get started here against 12-4 Ohio State. And they are at 90 overall compared to our 85. So you have to find ways to get a win here. Especially get stops on defense and score on offense. Need it to happen. Or else it's not going to be very good. We're starting on offense first, though, here in this one. And the offense gets a touchdown. Defense gets a stop. And we're driving here in the second quarter. And it's going to be a 14-0 lead until Ohio State cuts the lead in half. But we take a 14-point lead at the half. 21-14, and now it's 21-all going in the fourth quarter. Unfortunately, the two drives that Ohio State had both ended in touchdowns. Our one drive ended in a punt. But we do get a field goal to retake the lead and a big interception and a huge touchdown to take a 10-point lead. However, Ohio State on fourth down extends the game. 11 from the 11. It's 4th and 4 with 20 seconds to go. They do get a touchdown. We recover the onside kick, and that's going to do it. Louisiana Tech has won it all. Here in just 5 seasons as well. A very good season 5 here from Louisiana Tech. It was going to be a tough run, but I mean, Kentucky's overall was bugged. It was not an 81. It was definitely around probably an 85, 86 at least. Maybe an 87, but I do know there's a couple spots when their overalls were just way down. Maybe when it does that, maybe the coordinators are gone or their head coach is gone. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing. But Ty Stevens, a freshman quarterback, gets it done for us. Especially in the national title game with throwing 4 touchdowns as well. But, of course, we're going to check out the stats before we go and get on with the episode. Obviously, we're going to get the national champions. Yay! Anywho, checking out the stats, of course. Stevens, 3,800 yards, 35 touchdowns, 7 interceptions for the redshirt freshman. 81 overall. It's pretty solid. Sean with 537 rushing yards, 5 touchdowns. Steven 442 with 2. Booth had 220 and 5. And then Harrell, I believe, had to get hurt because he's a 96 overall and only had 57 carries for 305 yards and no touchdowns. Receiving wise, Simon had 947 with 7. Price 799 and 7. Gray Jr. 715 and 6. Toncho with 601 and 4. Booth had 263 and 2. Huey had 221 and 4. What a name. Vernon with 150 and 2. Antwine with 84 and 1. Harrell with 50 with 1. And Troop with 15 and 1. Defensive wise, Church led the team with 72 tackles. Ben led the team with 11 tackles for a loss, and him and Yates led the 4.5 sacks. Spear had 5 picks on the season. We did force a good amount of fumbles and recovered most of them. We did have a blocked kick, but no safety, but we did have a defensive touchdown from Church. So that's good. Muhammad did miss 2 from 50, 1 from 40, but everything else was perfect besides getting 1 extra point blocked. Yeah, missing 3 field goals. 85% is not terrible. It is passing. But 26,000 yards punting-wise for Neal. I'm not even trying. How do you even pronounce that last name? But 10 inside the 29 touchbacks. And no kick or punt return touchdowns here in the national championship winning season. That's going to do it for the episode. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, hit the like button down below. It is free. Really helps out the channel. Also, if you guys, again, want to see a team that we have not done before, write a comment down below. We're getting very, very close to getting this series done. About 20 episodes left to go. So, yeah. Hey, guys. Future Bigfoot here. I had troubles with this recording this weekend. So, obviously, Saturday did not have an episode. I do apologize about that. But, obviously, this one will go up hopefully on Sunday. And we'll have a special 2-team episode happening in the middle of the week, more than likely. Probably not Monday, but probably somewhere around Wednesday or Thursday we'll have a 2-team episode, just like what we normally did when we had 25, 50, 75, and stuff like that. But, anywho, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'm out. Peace.